What's going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood nerd, Zack, back at it again with another reaction. Today, we are back with another episode of Agatha All Along. We have breached that halfway point. We got our big reveal last episode. We finally got confirmation that mysterious teen is, in fact, Wiccan, aka Billy Maximoff. Now, this brings a lot of questions. He obviously already has power, so what is it exactly that Billy wants from the road? My guess is either his mother or his brother. I mean, it could be Vision, but I feel like that one would be less likely. The other questions I have is like what origin story are we going with here for Billy? Because there are different variations in the comics, so I mean, it could go either way, really. So far, I gotta say that Joe Locke is doing really good in this show. Now, somebody actually told me the other day that I can't remember if they said a movie or a series that I should check out with Joe Locke in it. But I want to check that out at some point as well. Um, my other question is, who is Boyf? Boyf is going to end up being Hulkling, or something's going to happen to Boyf, or they're just not going to go with this story, I suppose. But Wiccan and the Hulkling end up together and eventually married in the comics. By the thumbnail of this episode, it looks like we're going to be focusing on Billy's past. And the title is Familiar by Thy Side, so I'm sure it's going to be focused on Billy. So hopefully we get that backstory that I'm looking forward to figuring out here. I'm super excited to dive into this. I hope that by the end of this we get Mephisto. I hope we get Wanda. Or I hope, and this is, I know it's going to be a really weird one, but answers on freaking Ralph, bro. Because they introduced this mysterious person that was under witness protection, end up finding out that it was Ralph Bohner, who we were all tricked into thinking was Quicksilver. I don't know. I feel like there was just a lack of like covering that. Like I don't know. I feel like there should be more answers. It felt more important than it ended up being. I feel like, and I don't know. That's just something I kind of wish will pay off by the end of this. But yeah, so I think we'll end up finding out that either Tommy or Wanda are what he is looking for at the end of the road because he has power. That's apparent. We saw the boys disappear at the end of WandaVision. So the question is, are we looking at a Billy from a different reality? Um, there's lots that they could go with here, so I'm interested to find out. Are we gonna get another version of the ballad in this? Because episode one, we didn't get a ballad. Episode two, we got our first version of the ballad. Episode three, we didn't get a version of the ballad. Episode four, we got them playing a version of the ballad. Episode 5, no ballad. So now that we're on episode 6, maybe we'll get a version of the ballad again, or maybe it's just coincidence. But it seems to be a pattern to me. And then the other question is, where's Rio? Like, we saw she didn't come out of the last trial, so are we gonna get some answers on what was going on there? Is she actually death? Was she collecting the body? You know, what's the deal? Because I keep teetering back and forth on if she's Lady Death or if she is just a gender swapped Blackheart who is the child of Mephisto. Because those are my two theories on her right now. I haven't fully like committed on my theory for that. But like teen, I've been pretty confident in my theory this whole time. Ever since the costume design choice in the first two episodes. I'm excited to get into this, and let's jump right into it, guys. So without further ado, this is Agatha All Along, episode 6. And we only got 3 more to go after this. So let's see what we got in store for us. Alright, guys. Agatha All Along, episode 6. Been highly anticipating this show ever since it was first announced. And then they kind of went back and forth. It felt like they were kind of playing with us a little bit on the title. Then we finally got Agatha All Along. Now we're here. Man, I'm super excited to see like what the finale's got in store. Let's get into this. 3, 2, mud up. 1, let's go.
You of all people should know.
So maybe we're gonna get this, but from like his point of view. Because one thing I've noticed about these recaps is the recaps always have something to do with something that's gonna happen in that episode. Either something that happened in this flashback is gonna have to do with what's going on, or there's gonna be a reference to it, or it's always important.
Well, it happened to me at 13 too.
What though? Tell us. So we know they're going to be alive. But the question is how? A bar mitzvah? So this must be... Okay, so we're going back to when he was younger. Because I think bar mitzvah's 13? William Kaplan. Also known as Billy Kaplan. And I think Young Avengers is where we've kind of been slowly making our way to. Notice the lighting here is very blue. I'm sure that was done on purpose. Is that Paul? Oh, a Declan? He's a good actor. So they are going with Rebecca and Jeff Kaplan. So that's cool. This looks like so much fun. Way better than any birthday party I've ever had. Bar mitzvahs literally look like so much fun. And from my understanding, they're always themed. So it's like, who wouldn't want to go to this? This would be so much fun.
Welcome to the Curious.
Oh, no shit.
Are we looking behind us or ahead?
Ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. So she's already met him. But in the present, she doesn't know who he is. So does that mean she put the sigil on him? Because he also doesn't remember her. She would have had to have put the sigil on him if she doesn't remember. Because she even says, oh, somebody's placed a sigil on that boy. Oh. That was the outfit.
That can't be good.
It's
Goosebumps.
been many things.
Oh.
It often represents personal growth and important life changes. Becoming a man. A new you.
You can kind of see she's scared.
The tower reversed.
Tower reversed. I really got to look up these readings.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered something, I think.
Love the vibe in here, though. It's very early Argento.
You don't need to be a psychic to see that you're a good egg. Enjoy the now, baby. It's the only thing that's certain.
Okay. She knows something. Yep. Oh, and she already forgot.
Some kid left this in my tent. Which kid? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Damn. Yep. So Lilia put the sigil on him. But why? What did she see?
Sorry to interrupt. We've just been informed there's something happening with the anomaly in Westview.
Oh, okay. So this is during WandaVision, right at the end, must be. Because if something's going on with it, then it's probably during the part where it's getting bigger. Damn. So they are the car accident from the beginning of the show. blood in the back seat, but no body.
Looks like it's getting smaller.
Mom! He's out!
Oh, fuck.
William! William! William!
William, can you hear me, baby? Call 911. I don't think he's breathing.
I I could not imagine. Oh shit, does Billy come into his dead body? No.
Tommy!
That is so sad. So they're gonna think, oh my lord. They think their son is still alive.
Do you remember what happened?
He is so confused. But the question is, does he have his memory, or does the sigil affect that? Oh, good lord. What the hell? That is so sad.
Thank you.
And like how he must be feeling right now. Like knowing his parents' kid, like these guys' kid is dead. And he is now basically an imposter, you know?
Please don't fight.
What do you mean?
We're not fighting.
I don't think he remembers.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because Billy knew that he could read minds. God, Joe Locke is so good. Which is crazy because I know he doesn't have much under his belt.
Someday we're gonna get that bathroom renovated home.
It's just like so inspiring because it's like, as somebody that's always wanted to be not only an actor but an actor in the MCU, it gives somebody like me some kind of hope because he's in the MCU right now and he's done what, 1 or 2 projects before this? It's crazy. Oh, the dog knows. Dogs are smart like that, though. Like, it's like with like weather, you know, if like there's some kind of like natural disaster incoming or a horrible storm or a fire, you know, like animals and dogs are just like so smart with that stuff.
God, this is so hard. When will you remember?
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening right now.
Maybe seeing his room will jog something
What if he
for
never
him.
remembers? What if he just stays
Friends
like
over
this?
at his favorite restaurant. Something,
Never funny.
anything. Just give me my son back.
Okay.
Stop worrying!
That's gotta be so overwhelming.
Maybe you're right, Mom. Maybe I just need to see my room.
She didn't say that out loud.
Go up alone.
It's no problem, of course.
Maybe when I come back down, we can have dinner. My treat.
Houdini, Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland. I say the Goofballs. Wicked Witch. Lots of witchy stuff here in this room. That's so sad. Couldn't imagine. Ooh, a double mirror shot? For a minute, doesn't know. That is... You really gotta finesse that shot.
I am William Kaplan.
Look at that shot, dude. He's trying to convince himself that he's William Kaplan. 3 years later. Okay, so that puts him at 16, so that's around the time that we meet him?
What is this thing? You always have it with you.
It's nothing. It's a sigil. Puzzle, sort of.
Puzzle. Well, have you solved it?
No. It's impossible.
We're meeting Boyf.
I can't not say it.
Oh boy.
Say William Kaplan, I love you.
Whoa. Whoa.
I need to tell you something.
Really? I need to tell you something.
Not the same something.
So this thing happens when I'm with someone I care a lot about and they're having intense feelings.
That's part of being a teenage boy.
I never told you about it, but Eddie, I died that night. And when I came back, I was different. Something else. Something more. Nothing in my life has felt normal until I met you, but
Aw.
because I love you too.
2.
You love me.
Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, he hadn't said that yet. They're so cute.
So I've compiled a dossier.
Of course you have.
So this episode is just him being a detective, figuring out who he is. That's pretty cool. Put the arms away, sir.
I thought that turned out to be some Avengers training exercise gone wrong.
Oh my god, it's always a training exercise, man. Going back to Iron Man.
What?
Huh. Jen too, huh? Oh right, he does make the comment when he met her. Your Instagram page totally minimized the size of my pores.
Witchcraft. People who were there refused to talk about it. I did find this guy on Reddit. He used to live there. I'm supposed to meet him tomorrow.
Used to live there? The only people from Westview that we know in Westview are still in Westview, other than one person we haven't seen yet. We about to get boned? Are we meeting up with Ralph?
I think that's him.
The creepy guy in the trench coat hiding in the shadows? Yeah. And who doesn't want to get murdered?
It's gotta be. Because, like, everybody else from Westview is still there. They just don't talk about Wanda anymore. But Ralph was controlled by Agatha.
Are you craft crazy 7?
You must be Bohnerific 69.
Bohner 69.
Call me Ralph. Randall. Call me Randall.
Randall, don't call me Ralph.
With me.
You're not wearing a wire, are you?
For what?
Don't worry about it.
Look.
Don't touch. Look.
I remember everything. Wanda had the whole town acting out this weird, sad sitcom plot.
Wanda Maximoff?
You want to hear this or not, Bob? You couldn't move, talk, or do anything. It was like watching yourself on TV inside your own head. But you couldn't turn it off.
That would drive anybody crazy.
Can you, like, do stuff now?
Wake up every hour in the middle of the night screaming.
Run fast? I think that's more what he was asking.
Please don't ask about Agatha Harkness. Please don't ask about Agatha Harkness.
What do you know about Agatha Harkness?
Come on, man! She's an ancient freaking witch who will F your shit up, alright? It's witch repellent!
Witch repellent.
I'm out of here. You booze. It's your hour.
Wait, Mr. Bohnerific!
Mr. Bohner. You gotta trust his process, man. He's been through a lot.
Like the rest of the yahoos in Westview. My deal was way worse. Agatha hijacked my life. God damn it! She called me her husband.
He is killing it, dude.
She stole my house. Completely ruined. the market value.
Okay.
I have this really nice lady hostage in my attic. I was a terrible influence on WandaVision's kids.
Oh.
And I poisoned a dog.
Woof.
Hey!
Ralph had to do that? Damn.
Twins.
What were their names?
Billy and Tommy.
Tommy.
The little speedster. And his mind-reading brother.
He's like, son of a bitch.
What happened to them?
Who knows? I mean, Wanda's dead.
Nah. She ain't dead.
And the twins. They just disappeared. I think they got sucked up into that red bubble thing like everything else Wanda made. And I cut and run. Left my entire Blu-ray collection behind. Agatha can keep my Bowflex.
Okay. Not the Blu-rays.
Under some kind of spell or something. Acting like a normal resident.
So she's harmless.
Did I say that? I did not say that!
No.
Word to the wise. Don't go sniffing around there. Or you'll end up buried in that yard with that dog. So, accept cash or, I'll give you half off tickets to my one-man show in Paramus. I really need to fill seats.
Okay.
Wanna watch a movie? Psychological horror? Freaky but grounded.
I got homework to do.
Said no kid ever. Chance to ditch out on my homework and watch a movie? Hell yeah, dude. It's almost as good as banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah. Tommy Maximoff missing. And the road gives you what you're missing. And then Billy and Tommy reunite and go searching for their mom. It just clicked that said dread it. Agatha was Jolene. Bruhapedia. Only what? Only known survivor of the Witch's Road. And it just clicked that we're hearing another version of the ballad. Even though technically it's the version of the ballad they sang in episode 4, we're hearing it sung different because we're hearing that version. It may bend the you at the end. Tommy Maximoff is missing. So it's time to go to the end of the road. Alright, so now we're where we were in episode 1. So at this point he knows, or has at least figured it out. Or at least, like, has a hunch. Acquires personal item. Okay. So that's why he goes after the brooch. You know, it's hard to theorize about Blackheart if you keep throwing them around. Blackheart hints, man. How am I supposed to theorize when you're sending Blackhearts everywhere? Aubrey already mentioned Blackheart. Now you got him sending a Blackheart. What am I supposed to be thinking here? Who's supposed to be Blackheart? Or is nobody Blackheart and you're just messing with my emotions? I guess the real question is Aubrey actually there, or is she just talking to herself, you know? Hi! So we're gonna see how it really happened this episode.
Oh my god, what am I... Oh my god, that hurt. Are you okay? Stop! I'm trying to help you. Police! Please don't call the police. I can't have a criminal record. Oh, stop it!
Bohner family reunion. Pitch a tent. Dude, I want that shirt. Okay, so this is how it all actually happened. Okay.
It was hard
This makes so much more sense.
to be so chaotic. I panicked, so I...
Is that a hose nozzle?
Break into the home of a decorated detective.
Detective. Oh, that's not what I was expecting, but actually, I can totally see that for you. I came here with a somewhat unorthodox plan to release you from the spell you're weirdly committed to, but...
Weirdly committed.
Glass of water, or... Yeah.
Oh, the kick.
Maybe not with the physical violence.
Could we maybe not?
Poking the bear.
I do not want to poke the bear. No.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I do not want to poke the bear.
He's trying so hard to keep a straight face. You see him trying not to break. I bet that scene took so many shots.
I feel like you've typecast me as the mouthy teen who didn't actually kill the victim, but is guilty of some other B-story crime. It's off. There you go. That'll work. That won't work.
In bed. Or totally lying. Let's find out.
That's so much better in this perspective, dude. That's great.
Tell me who she is.
Who?
Tell me what happened to her.
What are you talking about? These are just flowers.
She heard you.
Wait, did you just hear what I said?
Yeah.
That's a painting. De Fixo.
What are you doing?
Hey, where are we
Just
going?
watch, okay?
Ah.
I want to go back in the closet.
Okay, I do not want to go back in the closet.
Power is what I'm missing.
Who are you?
My name is William Kaplan.
Okay, because it's from his perspective, we're able to hear what he's saying. That makes sense. She still can't understand him. 'Cause it's
Say
like-
again.
I'm Billy Maximoff.
Ooh-wee. We got the face reveal last episode. We got the name drop this episode. We got final confirmation. It is 100% true. It is 100% here. She just pulls herself out of the mud. That might be something a little bit different. More exciting. So are the other two climbing out as well? Because I'm not going to lie, I think over the course of the series, Lilia has become my favorite. Alice was definitely close second. Well, okay, so of the group, I suppose, actually, Billy is my favorite. But as far as the female witches go, Lilia is first, Alice is second. Agatha, I just love Agatha, so I mean, I'm not including her. I'm talking about, like, the other witches. You know, out of Jen, Alice. Although, would you put Sharon on that list? Because I guess, damn, Sharon would be at the top of that list. So because the sigil's not needed anymore, he can crush it. It's all because Lilia is dead now, I'm assuming.
That was quite a debut.
I want to know why she was able to get out, though.
A sigil. What's that? Power is what I'm missing. Hardly.
Power doesn't interest me.
Keep telling yourself that.
Did you figure it out?
I had a feeling when we first met. You and your mother have the same tell.
Which is?
Very inconvenient for you.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
Sure. Until you.
Okay.
It's nice to see you again, Billy.
Billy. William.
Every witch with a beating heart can hear you now. Lilia and Jen, what you did was...
Oh, they're gonna come back.
I mean, I've killed...
Too many to count. Don't even bother.
my share. But you don't see it holding me back.
I'm not like you.
Where have I heard that before?
From Mommy Dearest?
I just gotta know. Where did you come by this fresh body you're wearing? You don't want to tell me. That's fine. Don't you dare feel guilty about your talent. You survived. Like witches have been doing for centuries. You saw an opportunity, an empty vessel, and you moved in. So you broke the rules. Big deal.
Possessing a dead body?
Live!
Fair enough. We did learn about that in Doctor Strange too.
That's what makes you a witch.
She's trying to justify her own actions.
If we're gonna make it to the end...
But I don't need you anymore. I don't know if I ever did.
I wouldn't get too confident. Oop. Haven't quite figured out how to channel it without all the emotion yet, buddy.
Whatever.
Still pretty new at this.
You know it's there. I can finish the road on my own.
Sure. With all that power you can't control without throwing a temper tantrum.
I'll figure.
What does Billy Maximoff want at the end of the road? Big magic is already in the bag.
Big magic.
Is it find Mama? No. She chose a town full of strangers over her own flesh and wires.
Flesh and wires.
And how many pieces?
Oof.
Who is left? Oh, right. There's two of you. You're after Toby.
Toby.
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
I can sense him. I just can't find him.
Gosh, you really are a Maximoff. Otherwise, none of this would be nearly as dramatic.
He's my brother. If you really want to finish this together, just know that I do not trust you. At all. Ever.
Got it. Got it. Last one there is a nice person.
But whose trial is it gonna be? You're the only two left. He wasn't technically part of the coven.
I'm not that nice.
I'm not sure how you plan on getting through. I'm not sure how she plans on getting through Lilia's trial without Lilia. Jen's trial's already gone through. Alice's trial's already gone through. So, I mean, I guess, really, Lilia... And, I mean, if Billy is being included, then I guess Lilia and Billy would be the last two? No, because you still got Aubrey. Where the hell is Aubrey? What the I mean, okay, so I guess we did spend most of that episode in the past. So I guess at the end of the episode where we see them talking, I guess, you know, that is just probably within like 10-20 minutes later from where we left off at the last episode. So I guess not a lot of time has probably passed. But what is she doing in there with that body, with Alice's body? How do you think these black hearts tie into the story? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you think Rio is Lady Death? I don't know. See, I thought I was so certain on my theories and why I was thinking it, but they hit us with another black heart to a totally different person from a totally different person. So it's like, man, I don't know. Shit. Because like during Agatha's trial, every time death was mentioned, we would snap back to Rio. So like that just kind of pushed my theory even further on her being Lady Death. But there was just so much emphasis on her pointing out that she has a heart. It's black and it beats for Agatha. It seemed like a very like solid, like we're trying to make a point kind of thing, right? But then they slid in that sly text right there where Boyf calls him Blackheart. Says you're my heart, but it's a black heart. So I don't know, man. We shall see. And then we got Ralph Bohner, dude. Ralph came back. He's a little on the loony side, but I mean, he was mind controlled by Agatha. I don't know what else should be expected. I liked that we got to go back. We got to see kind of the crossover, how Billy Maximoff got over here from the other side of the hex. Still don't have a solid answer on who did it. Agatha seemed pretty certain and hinting at the fact that Billy did it, but I'm still not 100% sold on that because I wouldn't put it past Wanda to do something before closing off the hex, but at the same time, she wouldn't have gone through all the work she did in Multiverse of Madness to find her kids if she knew that there was a version of her kids here on 616. So maybe it was actually Billy, or maybe there's even bigger hands at play here. Or maybe there's bigger plans in the works by somebody that's been mentioned in this show already that I've been waiting a long time for and was name dropped in episode 3, Mephisto. Could be Mephisto all along. How crazy would that be? That would be nuts. And like I said at the beginning, though, we've been getting a version of the ballad every 2 episodes, right? We got the original episode 2, the original episode 2. Then we got the cover of Lorna's version that the witches did. And then in this one, we got Lorna's version being played. Because even though technically it was played in episode 4, it was played in reverse. So we didn't actually hear it. We didn't actually hear it the way it was meant to be heard. Now when we go into his room, all kinds of witchy posters, witchy like collector figurines, all kinds of references to witchy stuff. So even William Kaplan was into witch stuff. So it's kind of interesting how that kind of came full circle, where he was into witchcraft and stuff like that, and ended up having his body possessed by a witch, like crazy. And then the fact that we came full circle on the Coven. We saw at the beginning, he met Lilia. And then in the car accident, he meets Alice. Technically, Alice meets him because he was unconscious, but follows Jen on social media. And then he goes and meets Agatha. So literally the whole Coven had to do with his past in the past 3 years. And I think Lilia saw something coming down the road that we haven't quite gotten to yet. I don't think it was the reveal of him being Wiccan. I think it's something further down. And I think that something is going to be something they save for the very last episode, I'm sure. I don't know if the two of them, maybe they can. I mean, obviously they will. They'll reach the end of the road by the end of the season, I'm sure, and we'll see what happens. But my theory is he's going after Tommy, and then if and when he finds Tommy and Billy together will go find Mom. That's my theory on where that's going. And part of the beginning of the ballad, it does say, circle sewn with fate, unlock thy hidden gate. So that whole circle was sewn with fate, but what we didn't even know at the time was Billy had already met every one of the witches. Well, okay, so he didn't meet Jen, but he follows her on social media, so he knows Jen. Totally crazy. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to smash the hell out of that like button. And if you're new here, welcome to the pack. I'm your friendly neighborhood nerd, Zack, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and play. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.